Now, I believe I have it down pat. All right, let's get ready for a tour. This is the back road, San Vincente to Port Barton in that direction. I'm going to take you on a little tour in real time, the entire distance, with a couple of stops along the way. It's maybe a 45-minute video, I don't know. But I thought you might like to see what I do when I go back and forth to check on the property at Port Barton, where my friend Jordan is having a resort built, and that resort, as I may have said before, I don't have any interest in, as far as I don't have any skin in the game. I'm not invested, or I'm not being paid to do anything. I'm just checking on the contractor to make sure the contractor is doing what he is supposed to do. All right, so here we have Mega World. Now, this is going to be a big deal when it's all done. Yeah, major development in this little coastal town. It's going to be residences, and it's got to be one of the most beautiful beaches around. A nice little bay here, and bringing some well-needed jobs and money. And oh yeah, it's going to be a little bit dusty today, so unlike typical days in the rainy season, which it is, we're going to have a dusty trail instead of a muddy trail. Makes it faster. Well, down that direction to my right, we just passed, I didn't get a chance to show you, they have some very nice apartments built. And these apartments, for at least now, are for the workers. Maybe after the construction is done, those apartments may be available for sale. I don't know. I am going to find out, though. I'm going to be meeting with the folks from Mega World. I've actually got a proposal for a sponsorship for a Trash to Treasure idea that I have, and I want to get beyond the idea stage and make it happen. If I don't at least give it a try, well, you know what they say, nothing ever happens when you do nothing, except nothing. There may be some wind noise because of my helmet and the fact that I'm doing 72 kilometers per hour. Might have something to do with it. I'm not going especially fast. I would call this moderate speed, actually, because some of the folks that drive through here will go a lot faster than what I'm doing. Typically, though, when I get off-road, when I'm on the dirt, I ride much faster than most of the locals, but that's mostly because of the bike I ride. The bike I ride is, well, it's basically a little dirt bike. And so it has the suspension to go fast with ease. You would be surprised at the little street-oriented scooters that people take on this back road on a regular basis. Children playing on the side of the road. That's another reason to slow it down. This is their playground. This is their walking path to school. School is just to my right. Oh, it looks like the school has a great big garden. You know, here we have a little sorry store. I normally stop on the way back to get water, but I brought my own this time. I'm going to go off-road just a little bit. Well, shortly it's going to end the road anyhow, but there's this really cool spot. Straightforward. If you see, there's the Port Barton sign, 17 kilometers. Oh, I have friends down here already. All right. Let's see what's what down there. Yeah. Okay. So this is just part of the beach. Looking back towards the beach that Mega World is developing. Although they say they're not developing the beach. And this is mostly a fishing community over here. And I am assuming they are not going to be touched by Mega World. I'm going to buy a little boat about that size and convert it to a sailboat. All right. I am taking some rope to our work spot. And yeah, those are the kind of scooters that they normally ride. All right. Off we go. So this is where the concrete is mixed. This is the first little batch coming off the pegs. And away we go. Gotten some air off of that little hump. I came around there a little fast. I actually didn't mean to. I just came around there a little hot and forgot the hump was there. Quarries. I'm going to stop at another quarry. You're going to see an amazing view. And here we go. Now, some of this area, I come off the seat for the heavy stuff, but then these rocks and all of that, being that it's a 45-minute ride. Actually, it's where I started from. You guys are not going to get a full 45 minutes. We'll find out how long it's going to be off of the seat. Yeah, it's good and dusty today. Quarry. Well, you're about to see the difference. This is me just kind of taking it easy. And I'm going to slow down to pass them a little bit. That's the speed difference of norm. Of course, they're 2 up or sometimes 3 and 4 people on one little scooter. So, of course, Kitty Kitty Bang Bang is going to be faster with just me on board. Now, this is the first time I've videotaped myself doing this full run. Now, some of this I do at a rather spirited pace, and some I slow down. If you'll notice, I slow down for these curves because you never know what's around them. These parts, I don't mind accelerating through. But you never know. Well, there's a tree. You never know when you come around the corner what you're going to find. So slow the bus down. There's some places here that the curve is so tight I always hit the horn. Oh, look. Regular sand? Yeah, mostly sand. Are they going to start doing something with this road here? How cool would that be? Because this is pretty tough. Can you believe tuk-tuks come down this road? Yeah, even in the rainy part of the day or season. Well, actually, like I said, this is the rainy season. It just happens to be a dry spot. Normally, this part right here, full of water. Whoosh. Now it's kind of sandy. I guess they're going to fill in some spots. All right, there's a great big rut up here that washed out just recently. In the last big rain. And these are kind of cool. When I come around here real hot, it's acts like a nice berm. For those of you who know what a berm is. Hang with me because, one, you never know what's around the corner. It's always something interesting. But I'm going to stop at a few just absolutely stunningly beautiful overlooks. Oh yeah, big rocks. Brum, brum, brum. Kitty, kitty, bang, bang. I love you. So I was trying to look up that movie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I can't find it for free online, and I wanted to show Alona that famous old movie. Here we go, another berm. And then we're going to get to a little bit of roadway. Got to be real careful when you get from the dirt to the road. That harsh edge, you hit that wrong and too fast, you'll end up pinching a tube against your rim and either limping home or calling for help. Alright, so I'm going to slow down because it's just beautiful on either side of me. I want to see if I can find a place to slow down. No, not here. There's a little hint of a beautiful view to my right and left through the trees. But I have to get somewhere clear. Slow down to take the video. Yeah, and we're coming up on it. Sure my camera is still visible, pointed outward. And here we go. Would you just look at this? Got a beautiful valley down here on one side, and you can't see it, but the water's over there through those bushes. So coming up on a turnoff, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, this is it. Looks like only my tracks were here. We're about to do something or see something major cool. Go kitty kitty. Gets uphill like a mountain cat. Off the rim, yeah. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Let me get turned around. Rock quarry. Oh, wow. Across to there, one of those long skinny islands. That's right across from where we're going to end up. All right, enough of this. We're moving on. Too hot to sit still. Well, it's only about, 36 Celsius right now. And I keep telling people it's not the same here as it is in Florida. Florida is just brutal heat for a longer period of time. Well, I mean, boy, that's rough stuff there. Woo! That's about as rough a bouldery, rocky road as I want to go down. Going up is one thing. Going down is more dangerous. And not as comfortable either. Woo! The rain ruts are what makes this such a big deal. Man. What a cute little detour that is, huh? There used to be some blockage here. Just, I mean, wow. You get here, every curve, it seems like you just see something amazing. Even the roadway, it's a nice, cruise if you take your time. Of course, there's treacherous broken road if you're not paying attention and going too fast. And right around this corner, man, I've just about bit the dust. Look at the transition right here. That transition I just ran over. Yeah, I hit that at just the right angle, lean angle that is. At speed, coming the other direction. About lost it. Wasn't a lot of speed, but 50 kilometers per hour or so is plenty enough to get yourself hurt. Especially if you go off the edge of a damn cliff at any speed. Look at this. Oh my God, how beautiful is that? Huh? What's this? That's new. Must investigate another day. And then, oh yeah, there is these falls. We're going to go there another day, but not today. We are definitely going there on a trip that I plan to lead Sunday the 30th of August 2026. And I might actually do it another day as well, because it's probably going to be a popular thing once I build a following. This is a brand new channel. And I know not everybody is a super motorcycle fan and an off-road fan at that. And they would have long since stopped watching by now, but if you're still with me, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to get only better. Might get a GoPro, what do they call that, 360 camera. Might get a drone, or hire a drone operator. All right, here we go, back off the road, and boom. And for those of you who don't know, this is a Honda XR150. That's right, 150 cc's. I'm stepping down from an Africa Twin 2018, which is only 1,000 cc's compared to the 1,100 of the modern Africa Twin. And many times I say, man, I'd sure like to have my Africa Twin here. And yeah, the AT would certainly eat this road up. Except when it comes to the rainy days. And I'm sure there are several spots where that Africa Twin gets sucked down in the mud with its 500 plus pounds. And I'd just be struggling to get it out. I certainly wouldn't want to drop the Africa Twin, but you could drop it anywhere in Florida just as well as you could here. This little bike, I could just about lift it completely off of the ground. So if I was to get stuck on a boulder or something, as I have been once in my Africa Twin, I was just stuck on a boulder. Bike was sitting, oh, and this is brand new. I'm going to hit it real fast one of these days and get a nice jump. But they used to be a water crossing here. Now we got a nice little hump that I'm going to jump some other day. I'm going to come back and forth at set speed here and there until I find out what the proper speed is to hit it, to get a nice jump and land it without crashing. So that's not what we're doing here today. I approach something like this, I'm in third, pop it down, get off the pegs just a little, and cross that uphill path about 40 kilometers per hour. Gotta watch for these little rocks, well, the big rocks among the little ones, as they pop out of the trail, and boy, they will really deflect this small bike, unlike my AT, which probably eat those up too. I've had the AT doing stuff like that before. Oh my gosh, we gotta stop. Look at this. Yep, there's the island. We're just off of where the resort is. Wow. This would be part of the Moto Photo Safari. When I do this Moto Photo Safari, I'm definitely stopping at least one, maybe both of the waterfalls on this road between San Vic. Oh, there was another. I missed it. I'm not stopping. Another really nice view. Look and see. I told you the tuk-tuks make it here. No problem. They just, you know, go at tuk-tuk speed. And I'm sure it's not the most comfortable of rides. It's a different trail when it's not wet. I kind of like the wet, because when it gets wet, you don't have to eat the dust. I feel like must be somebody ahead of me because I'm picking up dust. I would almost guarantee I'm going to catch them up. You're correct, Wesley. This place is a mud puddle when it's raining. It's kind of a big hump because it dries hard, but it dries in the shape of a rut. So you got to be really careful, especially with a light bike like this. It'll steer the bike. It's not going to smush through like the heavy Africa Twin would. It's just going to let the rut steer the bike. Let's see, oh yeah, it's a beautiful view to my right. I'm trying to look for a place to see. Well, there's a residential area. The residents looking, oh man, just amazing. I can imagine having a house on a cliff overlooking the water. I choose to live down on the beach because I'm a water bug. Soon I'm going to have my sailboat. As a matter of fact, I might even include the pictures of the sailboat. Well, it's actually a motorboat at the moment. I'm going to convert it if I buy it. I'm going to buy something. I'm getting to a point where there's really rough. Oh, wait. It's really rough, but maybe oh yes, they're going to fix it. Oh my gosh, they're going to fix it. The major rut. Danger. This is the worst spot when it's raining. I guess I was I was planning to come out here with my little Tamarol when I buy that Toyota and put in some dirt, at least on a single track for the motorcycles to get by, which of course is 90+% of the traffic that goes on this road. Two wheels. I think it's about 90% of the traffic on any road in the Philippines. One thing about the dirt road here, this is not very populated, and so you don't get just hordes and hordes of dogs. Yeah, up on the pegs here. All the paved roads in the populated areas just get dogs everywhere, They're dangerous. I just don't understand a society that gets around mostly, almost exclusively on two wheels and rarely uses any kind of protective gear. That they would allow dogs to be in the road, but they do. And they are a problem. Probably the #1 hazard. Here's another spot that's really bad when it's wet. All right, here we have a cutoff. To the right, it's shorter, but residential, and it's really, really rough. Here, it's a little longer, but the trail isn't quite as rough. And only because I'm videoing today, I'm going to take the longer, less rough trail. Allows me to sit. I hope that the video camera is doing its job. I got this camera because of the anti-vibration motion thing. I'm not real happy with the quality of the picture, but I'll grow. I'll get new cameras as time goes on. I'll get more sophisticated in shooting, and Alona will get more sophisticated at editing. So if you stick with me for a year, you'll see the growth of my channel. Yeah, of course we walk around with machetes here. That's just how it works. It's like your pocket knife here. Woo! I lost the front end there a little bit. I don't have especially aggressive dirt tires. They're, you might want to call them all-terrain, but I haven't seen anything that these tires won't get me through as far as mud and rocks go. I'm not complaining. And I don't think I need knobbies. Mostly because I just don't drive fast enough to max out the traction. I say that now, but if I slip my front one time and take a spill, I might go get knobbies next day. Let's hope I don't learn that way. It's a wonderful place to live, right out here. It's not far from the water. It's actually not far from town either. You got to go through this. Here's another one of those spots that when the rain is, oh my God, it's so bad. One, because there's always water here, being there's some kind of a creek in the area. I think I'm about to cross it again. Yeah. Oh, here it is. And when it's raining, that creek will overflow. Whoa, big rock. And woof. I've been doing some work on a bridge here. I was here last week, actually earlier this week, and it was almost ready to open for traffic. So maybe it'll be open this time. Go faster uphill than down, as I explained why. Plus, it's got some serious ruts here. Sand is the enemy to motorcycles. It's like you really have to get used to riding on sand and let it float, because you don't steer the bike with the handlebars through thick sand. You lean and use your body weight, little body English, and you suggest to the bike to go this way or that, and it just let the handlebars kind of go, and you literally feel like you're floating in water through thick sand. Some of you know that feeling. Woo! Wow! Now, this is brand new, obviously. Very lightly traveled still, but I think not quite open, not quite open. Too bad, man. I wanted to go over that. I'll do that soon enough. So you can imagine too, and when it's wet, this part right here, oh my God, you're like a foot deep in mud, at least. And then, of course, sometimes the water is flowing through that creek so far that you can't pass. That's why they're building a bridge, because there is no passing when the water's over the road. It'll simply wash your vehicles away. Back there was the entrance to another waterfall, and this is the end of the dirt road to the resort. Now, if you stick with me, you're going to see the resort for the first time. Actually, no, I think I have, well, I've made video. I don't think I've posted any other than my personal Facebook page. But we're going to go see the development of the Port Barton Resort that my friend Jordan is building. And when he's done with this, we have plans to maybe help him build one on my side of town in San Vincente on the beach, Long Beach. The most beautiful place around as far as I'm concerned. That's why I call it home. I'm in a rented place. But, oh my word, would you just look at this? Yeah. It sure is nice. And as I have said many times in all of my videos, if you're looking around at Palawan, you're not going to see volcanoes because it's not part of the volcanic archipelago which makes up the rest of the Philippines. Palawan, oh, there's a place where the other road comes out. Palawan is its own microcontinent. It has its own little tectonic plate. And so all of Palawan, all these mountains used to be seafloor. And it was pushed up by subduction, not volcanic eruption. All right, we have made it. I don't know how many minutes that is, but we are going to go down this little trail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity. All right. Now, I wanted to bring some gravel down here and fill these holes because, again, when they are full of water, it's treacherous. I just about dropped the bike there once. Instead of dropping the bike, I put my leg out, and that might have been a mistake. I think I'd have got hurt less if I'd have just dropped the damn bike. So I twisted my knee and was hobbling around for a week. And here we go. All right. I'm going to park here. Let the pig have his space. Literally, the pig is over there. Can't get my leg over. Okay. Hey, pig. All right. All right. So, next door to the property is a boat builder. How convenient for me, since I'm going to have a sailboat conversion. So I'm going to start with a small 18 or 20 footer. And then someday I'm going to step up to something the size of that one there on the orange bottom and make a real expedition sailboat with livable space, enclosed area, maybe a diesel generator, electric drive. And, oh, there's my barge. I say my barge. The barge I built for my buddy. Well, here we are at the site. Now, new structures are going on. Look at that. This is going to be the view of the resort. And I'm about to drop off this rope. All right. So here we have, hey, good morning. The first building is going up. Concrete, rebar, and all of that. And we'll have a second structure going up over here, just like the first one. And they say this is going to be done. Oh, what a beautiful rooster, huh? Hello, buddy. Well, this is a few months, 3 months into the build. Look at what a view. Well, folks, that's it for the ride. There'll be other adventures. And if you want to join me on this ride, I'm doing it August 30th, 2026. But I'm probably going to do it again and again, offering us one of those things I just do.